Wednesday, April the 9th, 2014, and I've just come out of the very bizarre Brampton Council meeting that dealt with Susan Fennell's expenses, and Susan Fennell went on an amazing defense, I think a point of privilege or whatever else, and then there were the discussion about hospitals and Parkinson's, some really important business, and then they went back to her expenses and what the Toronto Star had dug up on Susan Fennell's expenses. It's really interesting. It would seem like the city of Brampton is very much organized the same way that the city of Mississauga is, in that there's amazing supporters for the mayor. They were there in full force. It was emotionally charged, I can tell you that, and because of my own experiences with the Friends of Hazel rally, that's everything from the October 28th, 2009 council meeting where they went up there and tried to stop the judicial inquiry, to the December 2nd, 2009 Friends of Hazel rally, and everything in between. You kind of see what the structure is for the support of Hazel McCallion, these Friends of Hazel. And you see the same thing at City of Brampton. You had one of the councillors pointing to people in the audience and saying, it's the same people. And I suspect that they are people who benefit from being friends of Susan Fennell. I just don't think that they are as affluent as the Friends of Hazel. Friends of Hazel has a tremendous amount of money behind them and really big name citizens, whereas you didn't see that over here with Susan Fennell. At least she hasn't been able to marshal them as yet. And boy, did she ever shit on the Toronto Star and the urban affairs reporter for the GTA, San Gruel.
I was equally disgusted by the shameless timing of the barrage of questions and accusations thrown at me by a certain reporter at the Toronto Star while at the hospital with my family. You should be ashamed of yourself for your actions, which are not befitting of a qualified journalist. I am taking this time to tell you enough is enough. The mayor is now fighting back. There is...
Even at this point, I don't even think I would believe necessarily a forensic auditor that he would be able to come up with stuff. You know, you had this integrity commissioner. Like, seriously, if you've got corruption in a municipality, would you trust them then to hire their own integrity commissioner or their own forensic auditor? Seriously? That said, I will say that what I agree with is you had all of this stuff brought out, and maybe that's not necessarily the time, that it's probably best to have left that for an auditor. Like, yes, you need to raise enough issues and concerns to justify the cost of an external auditor. But after that, it's probably better just to not do or say anything until the results come in. And the reason is simply this, and the guide said it's speculation, and I personally have been victim of speculation, and once it's out there, you know, the comment about a lie gets halfway around the world before truth gets a chance to put its pants on. That's also true of speculation. And the nastier the speculation, the faster the legs are. And then afterwards, let's say that Fennell is exonerated. The exoneration never seems to have the same impact and reach the same corners that the speculation did. So I'm kind of uncomfortable with that. I'm not a fan of Susan Fennell at all. I saw this woman put up her hand and vote for her own purchase of tickets for her own gala at a Peel Police Services Board meeting.
I would move that we purchase 2 tickets.
Is there a seconder? Okay. Any other questions? Not all those in favor? Carried.
But at the same time, I have the ability to put myself in her position and say, well, what if people had said the same thing about me and gone and splattered it all over the media and it wasn't true? Well, try bringing back those hellhounds of untruths.